Welcome to another Specialty Hybrids Plot Report. I'm Greenlight agronomist Ryan Becker. Today's review comes from Noble County near the town of Avila. Products reviewed range from 108 to 116 relative maturity. The field was planted on May 11th at a seeding rate of 34,000. Previous year's crop was soybeans, and the video and images that were captured come from a portion of the field containing Rawson loam. Two early entries were lost due to excessive raccoon damage, and you can see them in the pictures above. In regards to daily temperature range, it was a cool start to the season where both daily highs and lows rarely exceeded the 15-year average through the middle part of June. Heat did return in earnest by the time the calendar flipped to July and helped boost the crop back up. However, normal temperature ranges set in right as the field was entering the tassel stage and maintained all the way through the milk to early dough stages depending on the crop maturity. However, higher daytime and nighttime temps returned as the crop progressed into dent stage, which accelerated our grain fill stage and reduced overall kernel weight. Total accumulated precipitation trended above the 15-year average all season long. The wettest period was from June 20th to late July. The crop went through its driest period probably the first 2 weeks of August, but moderate temperatures limited severe stress from setting in. The rains returned for a wet finish to August and led to some issues with ear rots due to high incidence of earworm feeding. September did finish off rather dry, which combined with the elevated temps did limit our kernel weights. This medium-sized plant has excellent overall agronomics and foliar disease scores, making it a Fortifield product. It has average stay green that's better than the 39G 569, but it does hold up well throughout the harvest window. Ear size is 16 around with solid kernel depth. We can see it flex to 18 around, but more commonly see it adding length with that flex. To really go after top yields, we need to push the populations and maybe consider using a fungicide. A slightly taller, more upright leaf architecture than the 38A 388, it has the best stay green score in the 110 RM. It has a good overall agronomic package, but may need to watch out in high gray leaf spot northern cornleaf blight pressure. The ear didn't pollinate to the tip as well as the 38A 388, and the grain quality isn't the best, but this ear is 16 to 18 around and looks pretty solid, but it will need its populations pushed in a high yield environment. This is one of the taller products in this sub 110 RM set. It has excellent early vigor as well. As shown, the stay green is the worst score in the relative maturity range, and it doesn't handle drought stress as well as the name would imply. It's an impressive 18 rows around on the ear with an elongated look, but struggles to pollinate and or maintain those tip kernels leading to a tip back appearance. There's also a little bit more ear rot showing up compared to the previous two products. This is a similar height to the 39G 569. It has an average stay green score, but looks much better since it is next to the worst rated one in the RM. The product is not very strong against either gray leaf spot or northern corn leaf blight, and combine that with average stalks, there's a recipe for a product that is enhanced exponentially by an R1 fungicide application. Ear size is 18 around with excellent kernel depth, and I did observe similar levels of ear rot compared to the previous entry. This product is a touch shorter than the 40D 148, but overall plant health looks much worse. There's noticeably more tar spot in this entry compared to the rest, and believe that is correlated with the reduction in overall plant health. This product does not respond well to drought stress around pollination to early milk, as it tip backs more severely than the others in the maturity. It is 16 rows around with solid grain depth, and the best results are observed when placed where water isn't limited and a fungicide is applied. This product has a similar height to the 117. Overall plant health and foliar disease scores are head and shoulders above the previous entry. It specifically has the highest rated gray leaf spot tolerance in this maturity range. This product also has excellent standability for a late harvest option. Ear size is 16 to 18 around and it fills the tip of the ear much better than 41A117. The product can handle a variety of different environments and crop rotations. This is a very tall plant with an upright canopy and has overall excellent plant health. It's a little weak on gray leaf spot and may need a fungicide application in corn-on-corn rotations or under heavy pressure. The ear set is pretty high, and so there is a concern with leaving it out in the field too long to dry down. Ear size is 18 around with excellent kernel depth. It has tremendous yield punch in this maturity, and the one watch out being you can notice a little bit more Diplodia ear rot under the right conditions. This is the tallest entry in the plot with a dense crop canopy, but overall plant health does look slightly worse than the 42A843. It has solid foliar disease ratings for both gray leaf spot and northern corn leaf blight. It was noticeable that this was the last entry to tassel and pollinate within the plot. Ear size is 18 around, but is more prone to tipback due to poor tip pollination and or kernel abortion. Grain quality is average, but kernel depth is solid. This is also a tall plant, but ear set does look relatively normal height. It has much better late season plant health than the 44A158, as well as it stands well for a late harvest option. Ear size is 16 to 18 around, elongated, but does look more prone to tip back under drought stress by both poor tip pollination and kernel abortion. It does have excellent kernel depth and will likely need to be placed on the more productive acre. This short plant is dwarfed by the other products in the RM. It has an excellent stay green score, but overall plant health just looks average. There is a gray leaf spot watch out that will need to be managed under certain conditions. Ear size is a robust 18 to 20 around, and a short shank ear leaf combo hide the yield on this product quite well. The product also looked like it was affected more by the dry period in the 2 weeks right after pollen shed began. It has excellent grain quality and will likely respond well to a fungicide application. That concludes today's plot review, and I look forward to sharing harvest results with you in the coming weeks.